And now,
your rock station, your morning show.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
With Goose, Kelly, and Thick Rick.
Sometimes that is better.
On the Blitz.
Hey, it's a Wednesday. Going to be mostly overcast today. Might get a little rain later. And it's going to be a high of only 53 today, so a bit of a cooler day. Although a good one. Sometime between now and 10 a.m., you are going to hear 2 songs by a Sonic Temple artist as we give you 2 for the Temple. When you hear that second song start, you call number 9 at 800-821-9970, and you are going to get your weekend GA passes for Sonic Temple 2026, May 14th through the 17th. We already know that My Chemical Romance and Bring Me the Horizon are going to be there. Your dream has come true.
It might be getting better.
I said yesterday, I can't say much. I can't say anything, actually. But there are certain indications that maybe my dream will come true, too.
Well,
if you've been listening to the show, you know what that is.
I also have indications that your dream may not be coming true.
That's true, absolutely.
Well,
I have indications that my dream might be coming true.
Oh.
Well, there's
I don't even know what we're talking about. But anyway, go on.
There's a festival in Las Vegas every year called the Sick New World Festival, and it happens on April 25th, so less than a month before Sonic.
Okay.
And that will be headlined by System of a Down.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
That is my dream.
Now, that's not a Danny Wimmer festival, but that means System of a Down is on tour at that time.
Doesn't mind playing a festival.
It also includes Bring Me the Horizon and Evanescence and Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
So they're out next year.
Oh,
they
will be playing on April 25th in Vegas, so...
Yeah, but I mean, that's a month beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're on the road, lots of people are going to be on the road.
Are you interested in what my dream is?
Yes, please.
I know yours.
My dream is that Rush would come.
Yes.
Which also a total possibility because they're out on the road too.
And they're adding dates.
Yeah.
And I know it's classic rock and blah, 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 but we've got a lot of metal this year, guys. We can throw in some flavor, right?
I don't see any problem with that whatsoever.
I mean, that stadium was packed for Kiss 2 years ago.
Yeah, they had to add a second night in Cleveland for Rush, so they are selling enormous amounts of tickets.
Okay. Well, we'll see. It's fun. And then I also heard Kirsch say that now it's delayed till next week when we'll get the full announcement.
Oh, we're not getting it this week?
That's what I heard Kirsch say yesterday on the radio, so I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
But if we can get Marilyn Manson right before Bring Me the Horizon, I'm going to have a hell of a Saturday night.
What is your dream, Goose?
Foo.
You want Foo Fighters?
Yep.
That'd be great.
Yep.
All right. So then we've put it out in the universe.
It's all out there.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of slots left because there's still 2 headliners.
100 bands.
Rush and Foo. System of a Down playing 7 o'clock. I don't
System
know.
played here once before. And I think it was still Rock on the Range, and they headlined.
Okay.
Okay, I don't mind if they don't headline.
Kelly wants them at noon.
I do.
Right. Well, we've got a lot to do and a lot to talk about this morning. How are you, Kelly?
Great.
Okay,
no complaints.
No complaints?
Great night's sleep last night. I woke up with the alarm.
You know how Thick has been coming in here the past, a couple weeks as his plants were growing, and then he showed us pictures of his harvest and everything.
Yes.
Do you want to see my pictures?
I do.
Okay.
I want his harvest, too.
Oh, wow. That's a bone-in something or other. What is it?
I know, it's probably shouldn't be showing you those, at work, H&R and all. But, no, this is a 3.5-pound tomahawk ribeye that I put on the smoker last night. Oh, this thing.
Was it amazing?
Oh, my God. One of the best things I've ever cooked.
Really?
It was perfect.
I know Kelly probably would not agree, but it looks like it's cooked just perfect.
What's the rub on there?
Surprisingly enough, it's a brand new one. I've seen it all over TikTok, and I wanted to give it a try. It's a company called Meat Church.
Yeah.
And they have a whole bunch of different spices and stuff, so I used their voodoo on this one.
And it was amazing.
Oh, it was so good.
Wow.
And then we about killed it. I finished off, as we were putting it away, finished off all the little bit of meat. The last thing I did, as any man should, I grabbed that bone and gnawed off all the rest of the meat. And, I went full caveman. I had meat juice dripping down my chin. Whoa, it was the best.
That was a big bone.
Yeah, it was so
about
good.
13-inch bone there.
Yeah.
13-inch? That sounds pretty good. Oh, shush. Take that out of your rotation. I did not just say that.
That's funny. Oh, I got lightheaded. That was funny. Wow. Think you good?
I'm great.
All right, let's move on. Blitz Morning
You
Trivia.
really worked that into the conversation, didn't you?
That was a good setup.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing all along. Set himself up. He was his own volleyball team. Bump, set, spike, all by himself.
He doesn't even need us, does he? We can leave right now.
Yeah, let's take off.
I have so much audio of you guys.
All right, Blitz Morning Trivia. Let's go.
All right, $25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Mattel has introduced a new Barbie doll inspired by a classic rock singer and that person's album. So just tell us who that singer is. And you can get this new Barbie doll inspired by what classic rock singer. Be the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970 and win that gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Vic.
All right, the question was Mattel introduced a new Barbie doll that was inspired by what classic rock artist and her album? And the answer is Stevie Nicks.
Just like the wide-winged dove.
The Belladonna Barbie, which is the name of the album featuring this song and Stop Dragging My Heart Around. You know. Stevie Nicks.
I
And of
love
course,
it.
she's in
Barbie.
of course, a white flowing dress. You know, what else would she be wearing?
How many? I wanted to Google this. Not including her friends or her sister or whoever. How many different Barbie dolls are there?
Oh my gosh.
If you were to collect all the Barbie dolls, 1959 is when Barbie was released.
Okay, isn't there just one Barbie doll with different outfits?
Well, yeah.
Well, yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like the Stevie Nicks, the astronaut, the motorcycle Barbie.
Okay, different skin shades. There's those different ones.
Right. So I'm just saying, yeah, just Barbie herself.
Well, I thought Barbie herself was just one thing.
Well, yeah, okay.
Like, hey, you could have executive Barbie, and she comes with a briefcase.
Yes.
But it's the same Barbie that you get if you get homemaker Barbie, who has 7 children.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. How many jobs?
Well, there are nine different body types.
Oh, really?
Yes.
9 different Barbie body types.
35 different skin tones.
I thought it was just the one with big boobs.
But again, those are named differently, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay. So my question is just
right.
Barbie.
Right.
How many? Because
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks Barbie counts as one.
Right.
Astronaut Barbie counts as another.
Okay.
How many different jobs and such do you think Barbie has had?
Here's what I want to know. If astronaut Barbie has the feet that are meant for high heels, or if they finally give Barbie flat feet for flats.
That's a valid question, yeah, because they don't make high heel astronaut boots.
No. And those Barbie those Barbie feet are just pointed in a way that you can
Pretty
only
angled.
put heels on them.
Yeah.
I mean, are there thousands?
You know, it says here there are over 1,000 different kinds, with a conservative estimate being over 1,000. But that is, but again, in the picture, they're showing all the different skin tones and body types and such. So, yeah, I don't know. I would love to know. See who has the biggest collection of Barbies out there. You know there's someone who's got the big old collection.
You know what? I had one Barbie. What was I doing with one Barbie? Like, you basically just have to have, like, a single... Like, the imagination really has to kick in.
Really does.
For a single Barbie.
Barbie's, yeah, unless Barbie's schizophrenic just talking to herself.
I still have that Barbie. And her
Really?
clothes, yeah.
You didn't do, did you keep Barbie intact, or did you do Crazy Barbie where you cut her hair and paint it on her? And
she's intact.
She's intact?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what the biggest selling Barbie is?
No.
The Totally Hair Barbie, 1992.
The Barbie with extra hair?
Yes,
Nice.
it's got all kind of hair.
Okay.
The first one was 59 was that black and white striped swimsuit.
Yep.
$3.
Yeah.
That was the first Barbie.
That seems like a lot in 1959.
1959, right?
Yeah. All right. You know how we've been doing our little funk remixes, and we have found these rock songs that have been pumped through AI, and we've been playing these amazing funk remixes of some great songs. Well, I found another one online yesterday, and this is not a funk remix. This is a mashup. And I wanted to bring it in because this is if Thick and I were to have a child, and I'd be like, listen to my music, and they could be like, no, listen to my music. And I'd be like, no, listen to my music. And they could be like, no, listen to my music. And then we would compromise as a couple and just be like, okay, why don't you listen to this? This is the mashup that would come out of all of this.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I like it. I have a feeling it's going to anger some people.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
We're just having fun, remember. We're just having fun.
But I'm going to say I think it works. That's just my opinion. I don't even want to tell you what it is, Kelly. Here we go.
Here's Huey Lewis.
Yeah, Huey Lewis. Little Hippie Square. Great song. But what does it fit perfectly with?
Metallica. Nice.
Wow. Come on.
As parents, you two have both succeeded in making those songs worse. Each one.
Oh!
Never land.
Wait for the breakdown. Oh, is that it?
That was it.
Oh, man.
I really hate that.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to be a 100% success. That one takes some getting used to. That one doesn't give you the stank face. It kind of gives you the stank ear.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not sure about that one.
By the way, real quick, just want to mention Travis Ratcliffe from Greenfield.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Congratulations, Travis.
First one text in won the $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Kelly, if you can name, if someone were to say secret recipe to you, what would be like the first thing you would think of?
Secret recipe, like KFC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most people, if you say secret recipe, be 11 herbs and spices.
Right.
And there are a lot of places that have secret recipes. I know 30 years ago when I worked at the mall and there was a Cinnabon, you had to sign a non-disclosure agreement to learn the Cinnabon recipe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, you worked at Cinnabon?
No. I worked downstairs, but I had friends that worked at Cinnabon.
You had friends that worked at Cinnabon.
You just had a non-disclosure. They have their own secret cinnamon provider. Yeah.
Ooh.
Secret recipes are a thing. What I did not realize is they are legally protected. They are a legally recognized thing. And there is a 50-year-old line cook in Florida. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? Carlos Gottberg was arrested after stealing 2 cookbooks earlier this month from a place he worked. It was a Venezuelan restaurant called Mordisco Miami. Now, he also worked at a sandwich and smoothie shop, but they don't sell Venezuelan food, so it's really unclear what he planned to do with the cookbooks. But they were filled with what are considered secret recipes. And Carlos was charged with theft of trade secrets and made a full confession. And in Florida, the theft of trade secrets is a felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. So,
wow.
Is he going to be going to jail for 5 years for stealing a couple cookbooks? I don't know. But I know that people take their family recipes, their secret recipes, quite seriously. I can see why.
Well, I mean, is that intellectual property?
Intellectual property, absolutely.
You know what's a secret recipe? How to make Krispy Kreme donuts.
Is that one too? I did not know that.
Wouldn't that be nice to know how to do that? Oh.
What's it?
Sugar and butter?
It's a lot. Those are very sweet donuts, especially when you get them like hot off the line when they had turned that light on.
Listen to this. Food historians believe that the original Krispy Kreme recipe contained fluffed egg whites, mashed potatoes, sugar, shortening, and skim milk. Really? That's the original glazed donut recipe. Mashed potatoes?
Who'd have thunk?
What?
Who'd have thunk?
Oh, they're healthy is what I'm hearing.
Story number 2. This isn't any particular city. This is all over the country. It was, 2 days ago, Kelly, that you reported on the outage for Amazon Web Services,
yes,
which affected so many things. I know that Nora's doctor's office, a lot of their services weren't working because they're so web-based. I know in Hilliard, both boys' schools got affected with the apps and things that were going on that they use. I mean, there were a lot of things.
You should have seen me trying to upvote on Reddit on that day. I couldn't get an upvote to work.
Oh, that is really unfortunate.
Yeah, tell
I
me
am
about
so
it.
sorry that happened to you. Speaking of being up, it turns out that a bunch of smart homes were immediately turned to dumb homes, including a bunch of beds that got stuck. People in their adjustable smart beds. A company called 8 Sleep makes bed frames that tilt and $2,000 mattresses that let you dial in the temperature of bed. But because of that, it's all run on the cloud, and they are working with, or do work with, Amazon Web Services, and it ended up being a big issue for 8 Sleep customers who hit up customer service saying, we're stuck upright.
Oh, no.
With the bed folded.
Oh,
the
that
outage
is
happened.
so funny. Wow.
Outage happened around 3 a.m. Eastern time. So a lot of night owls, there we go, that were going to bed, because that's 12 a.m. Pacific. One guy said, he tweeted the CEO, it would be great if my bed wasn't stuck in the incline position. Someone else commented, it's all fun and games until a hacker folds you into a taco. You're just laying in bed and all of a sudden, I mean,
that's so funny. Wow, we've really turned over every ounce of our lives.
Everything.
To the cloud.
We're under total control of the internet. I mean, at some point, what's going to be left?
No, nothing.
Everything connected to the net.
Other customers described issues with the mattresses overheating. One guy said his bed got stuck 9 degrees warmer than the room temperature.
Oh.
So it was like sleeping in a sauna, he said.
Dang.
Yeah. The CEO of 8 Sleep said they're working to add an outage mode so it won't happen again. So they're going to have to build safeguards into everything that's connected to the internet in case there's an internet outage.
Jeez.
Because, thermostats, beds.
Oh, yesterday.
Refrigerators.
And now it's analyzing our poop.
Poop.
We had that story
analyzation. Yes. Yeah. So just know, if you have yourself some sort of smart device, it's all based on if the internet is working.
I mean, we're basically cooked. If something really goes sideways, that's it.
Yeah. That's a 100% fact.
Yeah.
That is your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Well, we are just a couple 9 days away from Halloween. It's a Friday night this year. If you've got nothing going on, you can come to Alumni's Pub annual Halloween party. I know Ronnie's going to be there. That's where Nora and I are going to go celebrate Halloween, getting all dressed up.
You're dressing up?
You're gonna be?
Yeah. Yes, Nora has picked out our costumes.
Okay.
Oh, she picked out both your costumes.
Yeah.
It's a theme, I'm sure.
Yes, we're doing Walmart Wicked. So she's going to be Galinda. I'm going to be Alphaba.
But Walmart version?
Walmart version. Yeah, she's going to get she's going to go to a thrift store and get a big, huge, puffy pink prom dress and a kitty tiara and wand. And then I'm just going to do splotchy green paint. And my broom is going to be one of those giant push brooms. I'm going to have a black towel as a cape.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah. That's what we're going to be doing. However, if you don't feel like going out and about, but maybe you want people to think you have, well, there's a new app for you that just came out earlier this month. It was from a product designer at Meta who just put out his own app called Endless Summer. Basically, what it is you take a photo, it uses AI, and then it creates fake photos of you in a costume with other people partying around you.
What?
Just in case you want people to think you went to a Halloween party when you'd much rather be sitting on your couch watching the Halloween movies. I don't know why.
Is that where we're at, where the peer pressure is so bad that you have to make it look like your life is amazing at all times? And
I mean,
just like,
maybe if that's how you're making your money, maybe if your income is dependent upon your online presence, that you want to be as interesting as possible, and you might be willing to cut corners.
Now, here's the thing. The app is called Endless Summer, but because it came out, a month ago, one of the first photo AI things they're doing with it is putting you at Halloween parties. But it's really meant for fake vacation pictures. That's what it's supposed to be used. That's why it's called Endless Summer. Because you can have AI create photos of you on the beach or somewhere exotic.
Good God.
So you can, I'm assuming, put it up on your social media.
Could it put you on a private plane to get there?
Probably, yeah.
Luxurious accommodations.
Are we that into impressing people?
I don't think the average person is, but I do think influencers are.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you're probably right. To make their life seem... Because there are people who make so much money off of showing off exuberant lifestyles that we want to watch those types of videos. And so, yeah.
I mean, if one of us did that, we know each other's not in Fiji. So we are going to really bust some balls on the air.
Well, that's the thing.
Over fake pictures of you being in Fiji.
When somebody starts asking you about your trip...
Yes,
you gotta have a whole story in your head ready. I mean, I don't want to. Why?
I love this. Yes, Doug, you are right. We have vacation. Staycations became a huge thing,
right?
And now we got vacations.
Oh,
yeah,
100%. I don't know the reasoning why you would want to do this. Besides,
other than the
influencer, I can't think of one reason.
Attention. You want attention.
Yeah.
You want everybody to think your life is so amazing. Popularity,
And that goes back to, talking about the cons of social media, and they have seen a huge uptick in the mental issue of keeping up with the Joneses.
Right.
And now, if you've got other people just posting photos of them all over the world, I think that's just going to exacerbate the problem.
It just seems like an exhausting life to me, trying to live like that and put out this...
Can't do it.
I don't care.
Do it. Now, if you are the type and you want to do this, then feel free. Endless Summer is the app. You can download it now. They've got a try mode where you can do 4 photos for free, but then, of course, if you want to continue to use the service...
Oh, now I have to pay to look like I have an interesting life.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're not going to let you do it for free.
Wow.
Yeah. Check it out.
How about take that money and go have an interesting life? For real,
Endless Summer app. Go check it out if you want to.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
This coming Friday's football game between Northland and Beechcroft High Schools has been canceled, and Northland awarded the win by forfeit. The game was supposed to be played at Beechcroft, but 2 people were shot this past weekend near the school, so officials said, hey, it's too dangerous. Game over. Northland gets the win. So I don't know if you have any dog in that fight, but congrats to the Vikings, I guess.
Wow, that's where we're at now.
The Louvre reopened this morning, 3 days after the thieves forced open a window and stole $102 million worth of France's crown jewels in a daylight raid on the museum. The Apollo room where the theft occurred does remain closed to visitors. The stolen jewels are still missing, and no arrests have been made. And one investigator said it's likely we'll never see those bad boys again.
I was going to say, I read some article, and one of the investigators was like, they're melted down by now.
Gone.
I was going to say, is that what they're going to do? Because, you couldn't sell them as is.
Probably not.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Very interesting situation in the U.S. House of Representatives. And Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays is suing over it. She sued the U.S. House of Representatives yesterday because Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has declined to swear in the state's newest member of Congress. Democrat Adelita Grijalva won a September 23rd special election to replace her father, Representative Raul Grijalva, who died in March. In the months since she won, Mike Johnson has refused to swear her in and give her the powers of her office. Now, at issue, it seems like, at least from Grijalva's side, the Democrats' side of the aisle, she's promised to provide that final signature needed for a discharge petition that would force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. Mike Johnson said, hey, this has nothing to do with the Epstein files. I'll swear her in if Senate Democrats vote to end the government shutdown. So that's what's at issue there. Arizona's Attorney General says by blocking Grijalva from taking her rightful oath of office, Mike Johnson subjecting Arizona's 7th Congressional District to taxation without representation. She says, hey, Mike Johnson doesn't have the power to prevent her from taking office, and she asked a judge to allow someone else to swear her in if Johnson won't. So it's an interesting situation. Mike Johnson says, hey, I'm following the Pelosi precedent, because at one point when she was Speaker of the House, didn't swear someone in for like 24, 25 days. So he's like, I'm just doing what she did. But it's all politics, you know that. I'm interested to know if it is over the Epstein files. Who knows?
Right. That's why. Who knows?
It's just a weird situation. It's like she was fairly elected. She should be sworn in. And she would be sworn in, I think, if she was a Republican. So, I don't know, man. It's politics. Don't like to get into the muck and mire of politics on the show. However, it is an interesting situation.
It's the he said, she said, and the back and forth of it all is.
Yeah. I'll do it if you do this.
Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. All right. Those are your 3 things.
Oh, who doesn't love a good Venn diagram? Come on. They're so much fun. You get 2 or 3 or 4 overlapping circles to see how things correlate. Well, a woman on TikTok has gone viral after her new version called the Venn diagram. And a lot of women seem to think it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
It's supposed to predict what type of guy you're dealing with and how dateable he is. Now, here's the thing. This is a 3-circle Venn diagram.
Okay.
And the 3 overlapping circles are smart, nice, and handsome.
Okay.
And then, of course, you've got them overlapping in the middle there. Now, it says if he's smart and nice, he's probably a nerd.
Okay.
If he's smart and handsome, he's probably a jerk. If he's handsome and nice, then he's probably dumb. And then if you get all 3 overlapping, if he's smart, nice, and handsome, he's probably gay.
Okay.
And that's all there is to it. Now, would you think, although you've been married for a while, Kelly, been a while since you've been out there, would you think that if a guy is smart and nice, he's probably a nerd? If he's smart and handsome, he's probably a jerk. And if he's handsome and nice, then he's probably dumb. You agreeing with that at all?
No, I don't. I think, first of all, who's to say who's handsome? We all, so there's that whole thing.
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I mean, as a joke, haha, but I'm saying, like, if you have, like, here's what you need to test. The guy who's always been gorgeous and grew up, or the gal who's always been gorgeous, but we'll say man in this case, who's always been gorgeous, has been the popular one, and that guy's been able to rely on his looks his entire life. In that way, I would say you've probably not expanded yourself much in terms of your personality.
He could be dumb.
He could be dumb. He could be dumb because he's allowed to be dumb. He's that hot.
Okay.
I would say if you are a man who grew through a difficult adolescence and grew into yourself as a handsome person, you've probably developed a lot more of your personality. You've probably relied more on your smarts. You're probably a more well-rounded person if you haven't always been at the top of the food chain looks-wise.
Right. Okay. I would say looks definitely have something to do with it. Now, I'm sure there are gorgeous, intelligent people and gorgeous, nice people. But you know one thing they got smart, nice, and handsome on here for the Venn diagram. Where's the funny? They're missing the funny.
Yep.
Sense of humor. Now, again, like beauty, sense of humor and what's funny is,
Yep.
dependent on who you are, because we all find different things funny.
Right.
But, I mean, I could see to have all three, smart, nice, and handsome.
Yeah, to be
Some
smart,
red
nice, and
flags.
handsome, then you're for sure gay. That's crazy.
Great,
That's not
yeah.
right.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think those are the people where you're like, hey, save some for the rest of us, because there's a
Yeah.
handful of them out there.
100%. Like, that's part of it, but it's not all of it.
Not all of it. No, you're correct. So if you want to go check it out, you can Google the venn men diagram and share it with your girlfriend. See what they think.
We were talking earlier, but I do think there's a huge amount of dumbness and jerkiness you'll put up with as a younger person if the person you're with is super hot.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
Yeah.
The dude that shot the CEO in New York.
Oh,
Yeah, Luigi.
Luigi. I said
Women
Mario.
didn't care. That guy.
Wrong brother.
Yeah.
That guy's so good looking. Women wanted him. They didn't care.
Don't you know the death row inmates who get marriage
Yeah.
proposals all the time?
Women were lined up for Ted Bundy after they found out what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he's so cute.
It's crazy, man. But then they'll turn around and tell you looks aren't important.
Oh, I
The
have
Menendez
definitely,
brothers got married behind
Yes.
bars.
Yes.
At least one of them did.
I have definitely put up with some crazy, depending on the looks. Without a doubt. Yeah. Who does? If you haven't seen it, there is an actual crazy hot scale where you will put up with so much crazy depending on how hot they are, and you will put up with more crazy if they are hotter. That's just the way it is.
And I mean, what's the saying? No matter how beautiful and hot she is, there's some guy somewhere that got sick
Tired
of
of
her
her.
S.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll
And it's probably same
I'll
way
be
with
the next
guys.
in line.
Yeah, it's same way with
Yeah.
guys.
Because then it'll because then the good news is when that happens, it tends to restart. The craziness tends to restart because she doesn't want to put everything out there at once.
Right.
So you get the at least somewhat even keel, and then the crazy starts to come out.
But you definitely know pretty soon that you're not there. You're there for a good time, not a long time. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a Wednesday. It's going to be cool today. We're only going to get to the mid-50s, so be prepared for that. We could get a little more rain as well. I do want to let you know we are so excited as the Blitz has teamed up with Mountain Dew and Buckeye Automotive family to bring you an amazing Veterans Day, and we want to thank and honor all who have served. So please go to theblitz.com or text VET to 800-821-9970 and submit the name of a service member you'd like us to recognize. And, of course, listen as we pay tribute to all of our veterans with Thank a Veteran. And, again, thank you so much to Mountain Dew, the Buckeye Automotive family, and Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's a Wednesday, which means we have to visit one of my favorite websites, and that would be FessHole. This is where people jump online and anonymously admit things that they have done, and we get to laugh at their honesty. And if you've got one, 800-821-9970, please give us a call or shoot us a text. And we'll keep you anonymous, but go ahead, give us that little confession. Like this person who confesses, every day I throw a raisin across my office at the head of a woman I barely know. She has no idea who is doing it, and her confusion brings me a little bit of joy every day. Just one raisin randomly throughout the day.
But it does kind of spice up the workday a little bit for someone. So
Yeah.
For two people.
I mean,
she's got a mystery on her hands, and you have a secret. So.
how many days would it take before you absolutely lose your mind if it's random sometime between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.? You never know when it's coming. And just one raisin a day is just like, I think after a little bit, you are absolutely going to snap.
I would laugh at the first time. If it happened a second time, I'm at a 10. Like, I'm like...
The second time.
Doing that? The second time.
I would say one laugh.
One laugh.
2 through 6 frustrated. And then...
You're going all the way to 6?
Yeah, but then if it's random, like 7 through 13,
Yeah.
I'm back to laughing. It's gonna go. It's gonna be reciprocal. I'm gonna get angry and laugh, and then angry and
I
laugh.
can see that. Yeah, no, I have a very itchy trigger finger in terms of my anger. It just takes a little bit.
This person admits, my wife is a wine snob and won't drink any wine that is less than $45. Since I pour our wine, I just refill the same bottle with $5 wine from Aldi, and she never says a word.
That's so funny.
And smart.
Yep. Whenever I buy something off of someone online, I tell them I'm twice as far away as I actually am, and I ask them to meet me in the middle. It's usually just a park right around the corner from my house. That's smart.
Pretty good.
This person says I'm 37. Instead of regretting that I can't wake up at age 18 again, I pretend to myself that I'm 90 and I've woken up at 37 again. And that gets a little magical, warm feeling in my heart.
It is something to have that perspective on life, is that today is the youngest you're ever going to be again. Today is it. Like, you're as young as you will ever be right now.
That's a good line. Yeah, you are as young as you're ever going to be. I like that. This person admits, my wife thinks I'm a sober vegan and loves it. What she doesn't know is when she goes to her sister's house for an evening, I track her phone, I slam a meat lover's pizza and about 8 IPAs. When I see her leave her sister's, I bag all the evidence and throw it in the neighbor's garbage.
Hey, got to do what you got to do.
Sometimes you just need that meat lover's pizza.
You need that brain food.
This person admits, my grandmother gave me $200 and I spent it all on high-end sex toys. But it was all a waste, as now I can't use any of them without seeing her disapproving face. No high sex drive can cure that.
That's a hard thing to fantasize.
That is, yeah.
It's like now you have a permanent thought bubble.
Right.
With
Yes,
your
with the grandma's face in it. Yep. This person says, when I was 30, the kid who had bullied me horribly all through secondary school died. I found the details of his funeral on Facebook, so I went and loved every second of it. Oh, man.
Wow. That's hardcore.
That is hardcore. But, I mean, I don't know the guy who died. Maybe he was an awful, awful person who was just terrible through high school and such. This person says, I was relieved to take my husband's name and change cities when we got married. It meant I was no longer contactable by my previous life associates and my serious criminal activities. My husband has no idea who he really married, and I'm never going to tell him. I've changed.
Okay.
What do you do if all of a sudden, somehow, you find out Charlie was part of
an international crime ring?
Like you were talking about the Louvre that got robbed. Mm-hmm. You know, let's say it's 20 years in the future, and you find out he was part of that team that robbed all that stuff. Are you making a life change? Or are you like, it was 20 years ago?
We're gonna have to work out the fact that he went to Paris without me. So I wouldn't like that.
That's the most important thing.
And where the hell's the money?
That's the other
have a lot of money.
Yeah,
from that
that's
robbery.
the other question. Finally, this person admits. I'm sorry, 2 more. This person says, when I was around 9 or 10, I wonder what it would feel like to crap my pants. So I took a massive dump in my underwear. It felt weird.
Didn't you learn that when you were like a year old?
This is a future scientist.
Right. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yes, he's all about. He has a question.
Yep.
He forms a hypothesis, and then he tests the theory.
Yeah.
Comes to the conclusion, it felt weird.
Sheldon Cooper would have done this from Big Bang Theory.
Yes. And finally, this person says, I've just been ghosted after a 6-month relationship. Would it be going too far to drive to his work and punch him in the face? I mean, 6 months seems like a long time to ghost someone. 6 days, I could see someone getting ghosted.
Yeah.
Now, it's not the right thing to do, but I can see it. 6 months is a long time.
That's
ghost
you're
someone.
way past the ghosting ability to ghost. Yeah.
Anyways, if you're looking for something to entertain yourself at work today, visit FessHole. I don't want to get too dark or depressing, but this is something that I'm sure has come up to a select group of people, and I just had it happen to someone I know. Now, here's the thing. There was a young woman, or I should say a woman, who recently got married. Now, this is her second marriage because 8 years ago, her husband passed away unexpectedly. So, after 8 years, she has decided to find love again and trust in that love again and has gotten married. Now, the thing is, her new husband found out that she actually has a burial plot already. And it is right next to where her husband... They bought 2 burial plots when they were married. And so it is right next to her first husband. And he's not taking that too well. He's feeling like he's living in the shadow, or just like the second part, of her life. Which, we all know life comes in chapters, depending on how those chapters work out. But, should she reconsider that burial plot? Is it okay for him to ask to get rid of that burial plot?
Is there a third right next to, so we can all 3 be buried together?
Is that a thing? Do you do that?
I don't know.
Would you do that?
Yeah, why not? Because here's the thing: is that it is part. The dead husband is part of your relationship. That's part of the story. That's why you've got your current wife, is because her husband died. That's a giant part of her story.
Okay.
So
okay.
I wouldn't mind. Okay, wait a minute. No. Now that I'm thinking of it, if it happened to me, I might mind it. Hang on. Yeah, I do think that if she loved the guy enough to marry him... Oh, this is tough.
I'm dead. Who cares?
Now, there's that, of course, but come on. You know what we're saying.
No, but the live husband would care if his wife died first and wanted to be buried next to her.
Right, and then so he
husband
goes on living his life, going to visit her, buried next to her
first husband.
Right. Now, there's actually I don't know if it's a TV show or movie, but there's something coming out. I think it's a TV show where this happens. There is a woman and a man who are married, and I think they get in a car accident and they go to heaven. But when they get to heaven, her first husband is there, and now she has to make a decision who to spend eternity with. Is it going to be the first husband or the second husband?
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know how the show's going to turn out, but. Yeah, what do you do in this situation? 800-821-9970.
Vivian Morse said could be used for another family member on his side.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I do know when my parents, when they were married, one of my dad's anniversary gifts to my mom when they were younger was side-by-side burial plots. And then they got divorced, and they sold off the burial plots, but then they ended up getting, and they're buried together again, and they're buried next to each other. But... yeah, how do you handle this situation?
Vivian also went on to say, when I lost my child, my ex-husband's family gave us a lot, and now my son's buried with all of them. It's okay.
Okay.
With all of her ex-husband's family.
800-821-9970. How are you handling this situation? Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. So, young woman gets remarried after her husband passes away 8 years ago. And now the new husband's feeling a bit odd that she has a burial plot next to her first husband. How are you handling this?
My husband actually has 3 plots. His first wife is already passed, and we already have a plan in place that whichever one of the 2 of us goes first gets cremated. The next one gets a coffin, and the cremated spouse and all of the cremated dogs are all going into one coffin.
With the other person.
Next to his ex-wife.
Yep. His first wife, yeah.
Okay.
They already have the plot.
Right.
So, yeah.
But whoever passes first... So it could be, without being too grim, it could be your body in the coffin holding his urn buried next to his first wife.
Yes.
And don't forget the pets.
Well, the pets are there too, obviously.
And the pets.
So
you got to take the dogs.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
And I think that's... So you have no problem that he still has the plot next to his first wife?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
She's, like Kelly said earlier, she is part of the story that I came into.
Yeah. Good for you. I applaud you, and I think that's amazing. And you guys obviously have a super strong, amazing relationship. So good for you. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning.
Have a good one.
You too, bye. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Brandon.
Brandon, are you, would you be mad if your wife had a burial plot next to her first husband who passed away?
So my grandparents actually did this, and my grandma had her late husband pass away from a heart attack in 2004, and she got remarried back in 2010. And the new husband was upset about it until he realized that they were together way before, and that part of her life still exists to this day because of him. So if it were me, I probably wouldn't be, just because I see where they're coming from on both their standards as well.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I do like this. Jimmy texted in and says, vows say till death do us part, not forever after. I mean, totally valid. Totally valid.
I like the idea of stacking one plot with like a bunch of different ashes.
Yeah, right?
That's really getting the most for your money.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah. And a lot of people have texted in and pointed out, look, plots are expensive.
Yes.
Get over it.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got one, consider yourself lucky, because not only are plots expensive, space is becoming hard to come by. I mean, you're getting stacked on top of stacked on top of stacked. So
you're casket rich at this point.
Casket rich.
Or plot rich.
Yeah, plot rich.
Cemetery rich.
I mean, I guess it is real estate, isn't it?
Yes.
So we're talking about this person who is remarried after 8 years of being single because her first husband passed away. But now the second husband has just found out she has got a burial plot. But the burial plot is the one right next to her husband who passed away, and he's having certain feelings about it. Like, wait a minute. You're going to be buried forever with him? But what about our relationship? Or I just feel like I'm kind of living in the shadow of your deceased husband. And how do you... Burial plots are something crazy. Adam's on the phone. Adam, what's going on, man?
How's it going, Goose?
Good, man. Are you going to be mad if your current wife, who was previously married, still has a burial plot next to her deceased husband?
So me and my my wife have decided she's not allowed to get remarried. Neither am I.
Okay. You've already made that decision. Okay, yeah.
I told her I'll haunt her for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
She'll never get a moment's peace.
Okay.
But, however, if I do believe that if a person was to remarry, if you're going to marry somebody who has lost someone, then you do have to realize that there was another life before you. Obviously, that person loved that person, or they wouldn't have been married, and they wouldn't have spent their life.
Yeah.
So I think you have to take that into consideration. Living in a shadow doesn't have to be a bad thing. My wife recently lost her dad about a year ago. No, it's been 2 years now. I'm sorry. And her mom is kind of dating, and you know, that gentleman has some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the male ego is a very fragile, frail thing. And even when it comes to something like death, you're like, wait a minute. You're going to be buried next to another man for the rest of your life? Thank you so much for the call, man. I really appreciate it.
But it's like, buddy, you wouldn't even be in the picture had this guy not died.
Not died, right.
So
yeah.
you sort of have him to thank.
And, 8 years, if it, not that you should remarry in 8 months, but 8 years is a long time to grieve someone and, to get over them. So if they put themselves back out there again, you got to realize that relationship was pretty strong.
Carrie said, my grandmother outlived 6 husbands. How do you figure that one out? She was buried next to the 4th.
Should there be
really?
Should there be a criminal investigation? How do you outlive 6 husbands?
I'm thinking that's an easy roll of the dice. Just 1 through 6. Which one am I going to be buried next
roll
to?
A die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one has an extra plot next to him? Bury me there.
I loved them all.
Now, I didn't realize how plots can get so confusing and turned around. I mean, think you said off the air you actually have a plot.
Yeah, Green Lawn Cemetery. My grandparents, they bought when I was a baby. When I was a baby, they bought 6 plots there.
They wanted the whole family buried next to each
Yeah,
other.
well, they bought 6 when my grandfather's mother died. So then she went in one, and then he eventually went on. My grandmother's right next to my grandfather, and then there's one for my mom, and there's one for me, and my uncles. My mom's brother who passed away too early is in one, and then there's one left. There's 2 left, one for me and one for my mom. But see, that's the thing. Back then, when you bought plots, you expected there was no divorce. People didn't think about divorce and stuff like that. And now it could get weird when people get remarried. But
why would they assume you'd want to be buried next to your grandparents and parents? Why would you be married next to your wife if you're getting buried at all?
You don't have to. And I think my mom's got the deeds that are left, and I suppose I could sell mine and probably make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, plots go for $7,000, $6,000, $8,000.
Yeah, I intend to be cremated, so I don't even need the plot. But maybe somebody else in the family might need it.
Well, that's the other thing, too. You're talking about deeds, and, if you bought them for your entire family back in, the 40s, 50s, or 60s, where's the deed? How do you know who's got what?
Well, I think Green Lawn Cemetery's also got the records.
I sure hope so.
I don't think you can just sell somebody else's plot away from underneath them.
Literally. from underneath them. 800-821-9970. If you've been in this situation before, I don't know how this is handled. Because like you, I'm just getting cremated, so I'm not worried about a plot.
I've been in a situation where I have to transfer. I had to get an ownership transfer. And it is very convoluted, but my dad is buried in Union Cemetery. There's a plot next to him. Those 2 plots were owned by my grandparents.
So this goes back a while.
Died. The plots went to her daughter, who is not related to me at all. And I had to find her. She lives in a whole different state. She's not interested in the plot. And God love her, she had to write a letter to Union Cemetery releasing the plot, and so that they could hand over the ownership to me.
To you.
But it took a while. And it is complicated.
I don't understand this, but Tammy says, when I die, I'm becoming a diamond, and my favorite niece gets the stone to turn me into a jewelry piece. What?
Yeah, they do that.
They do that?
Yeah,
they can turn you into a jewel?
Yeah, they can take your ashes and compress them like they do sand and rock and make diamond.
Wow.
Yep, they do that.
Okay, that's pretty cool then.
Yeah, absolutely. Do it. I'd say that's a better investment than spending $10,000 on a plot or whatever.
Wear your mom around your neck?
Yes.
I mean, that's amazing.
That's a jewel. Yep.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Super Bowl champion and longtime Cedar Point fan Travis Kelce is teaming up with an investment firm to try to revive the amusement park's parent company, Six Flags. The group says it'll be working with Six Flags to improve the guest experience. And Cedar Point, Kings Island, and dozens of other amusement and water parks across North America. The group, including Kelce, has bought up about 9% of Six Flags as of yesterday. Six Flags merged with Cedar Fair back in 2024. And this year, there have been steep declines in attendance and in revenue. So they were talking about selling off. They're like, we're going to start selling off parks. But then this investment firm came in with Travis Kelce, and they're like, nah, we'll help.
I have noticed in the couple times I've gone over the past couple years a decline in the experience as a whole.
Agreed.
If you're going to, I know for a fact weather did not help this year. They had some terrible storms roll through at Cedar Point. And, with social media now, you're seeing all these videos of people wading through calf-high water. And then if you open a new ride and it breaks down within a week.
Thank you.
And everyone's expecting to show up to ride this new ride, and they can't because it's broken down. They've had way more mechanical issues lately. So
last time I was at Cedar Point, too, I noticed the food offerings. There was a mile-long line at Chick-fil-A, and really nobody else was doing a ton of business outside of Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
So it's maybe you should improve the food experience as well.
The stock food, it's kind of like going to a rock festival where everybody's going to the name brand places and these other booths are just crap.
Yep. I did not know. I would like side note here real quick. I did not know. I found out when we took the boys to Cincinnati for the Lions game on the drive back on the east side of the highway there was it Kings Island? There's another park down there.
Next to Kings Island?
No, Kings Island.
Oh, is it Kings Dominion? Maybe.
Wait a minute. There was one across the street called The Beach. But that was just a
He's talking
water.
about driving back from Detroit.
Driving north from Cincinnati. Sorry.
Yeah, on 71, Kings Island. That's where it is, in Mason, Ohio.
Yes.
You drive right past it on your way home.
North of Cincinnati.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I was just wondering if it's any good.
Yes, it's great.
What, Kings
but it
Island?
used to be
Yes!
better.
Oh, you've never been there?
No!
Oh, I was so confused, man.
Okay, Kings Island is
She
excellent.
thought the same thing I thought
No,
at
I
first.
thought you were driving back from Detroit. I
No.
missed the first part of it, sorry.
Back from Cincinnati.
Kings Island is fantastic.
Yeah,
I spent my childhood at Kings Island because it's closer than Cedar
That's the
Point.
easiest drive in the world, too. It's an hour and a half down 71. It's before you get to Cincinnati.
Because in Denver, right in downtown Denver, or just off of the heart of downtown, is Elitch Gardens, which was not a Kings Island, but one of those. And it just sucked. Growing up on Cedar Point my entire life, Elitch Gardens was horrible. So I was wondering how Kings Island
Cedar
was.
Point's great. I mean, if you had to compare the two, I would imagine most people would say Cedar Point's better, but Kings Island is a great park.
I would say if you have young kids, Kings Island's definitely better. But if you want roller coaster, Cedar Point rules everything.
Of course.
Yes.
Always will. But I might have to take the boys down there.
Yeah,
do it.
You will have a good time.
It is
There's
an easy
good
drive.
Because they still have some roller coasters there.
Yeah,
so.
they got some great roller coasters there.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed. It's a good park.
Good stuff.
All right, popular weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Zepbound are also helping people with sleep apnea. I don't know why they paid for the study, but okay. Yeah, we get it. If you lose weight, then you're not like snoring, and sleep apnea.
And you're going to sleep better.
Your sleep apnea is better.
Yes.
So yeah, they've confirmed that in a study. The maker of the world's most popular chatbot, ChatGPT, has launched a web browser that promises to make surfing the internet smarter. In exchange, ChatGPT, it's called Atlas, this is the web browser, it wants permission to watch and remember every single thing you do online. The browser out-surveils even Google Chrome, and we know Google Chrome is so far up your beehole with getting information from you. This is even worse, apparently. This Atlas, ChatGPT Atlas, basically is asking for permission to store all memories of what you look at and do online, and can even grab control of your mouse and browse for you.
Get the hell out of my house.
You believe that?
No.
Yes. So basically, it replaces the search with ChatGPT as the main source to find websites and information. Then there's an Ask ChatGPT button in the upper right hand, so it's like really easy for you just to go right over there to get to analyze a page you're looking at. It's one click away for revising an email draft, things like that. So it's all together. But really, apparently, if you grant permission during setup, the browser builds a huge trove of memories about sites you visit, and then surfaces them when they think you need it. Like if you're like getting online and they're like, hey, you can ask this ChatGPT Atlas to open the Halloween decorations I was looking at last week. And then it just instantly comes up with the stuff that you were looking at last week. Now, you could find that on Chrome, but you have to go back in the browser history. It's a pain in the butt. You just research, basically. This one remembers everything, and it is really hard to get rid of the memory. Like, you can, but say you're at 2 a.m. and you're worried about some weird health issue you've got, and you would be embarrassed for that to be as part of your, like...
Oh, if I did this and it kept track of all the websites I visited, then it would tell my Fidelity account to invest in lotion stock. No way. No,
but
I'm not doing
giving
this.
control of your mouse is very unsettling.
Nope. Not happening.
All right. Those are your three things.
I don't have a fear of flying. Doesn't really bother me. If I'm in the air, turbulence hit, doesn't really bother me. I'm just, it's a whatever for me. However, this I might question a little bit, because a pilot was recently, I didn't see where this took place, but a pilot came out into the waiting area,
we're
if you will.
waiting to get in the gate.
At the gate. The gate entrance, where they have the check-in, where you scan your ticket before you walk down the walkway onto the plane. And this is obviously a flight that has been delayed, and there are some weather issues. This is what the pilot said to the people getting ready to get on the plane.
Above temperatures, my challenge is I can't go down through freezing temperatures once I get to Dallas. So I'm much more looking at staying lower. But we're going to get out and give it a try. It looks there's enough holes in the clouds. We should be able to get into some clear skies, and we're just going to try and stay there as long as we can. If we have to descend, we will. We'll do it. And the worst thing is we might end up. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to keep it safe. It's going to be not a standard commercial flight, folks. I'll just tell you that now. But it's safe. We'll keep it safe, and I'm confident we will make it to Dallas. All right? It's just going to be a little bit longer. We're looking at probably about 2 hours and 30-minute flight time. Depending on what the weather is en route, I can possibly make some shortcuts and trim off 30 minutes, 40 minutes of that, but I won't know till I get up there, okay?
You know what, buddy? You're saying too much. You need to just say, listen, we're going to take a different flight pattern, and so it's going to extend the flight to 2 hours.
Yeah, there was some weather. The story is there was some weather. They're going to have to take the long way around to Dallas, but he's saying, I could probably fight through the clouds. I'm pretty sure we're going to make it.
Should be okay.
Excuse me? Kelly, are you getting on that flight?
Yes, I am, because I have confidence that it's fine. I do have confidence. I don't like flying either, so that's saying a lot.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to jump off that flight. No, because I don't think if he couldn't do it safely, I don't think he would. He sounds like he's like a super honest, too honest for his own good.
Yes.
And for my own good. Just do it. I don't care how. I don't need the details.
And I'm with you. If there was a serious question in the matter, they wouldn't do it. So they're pretty confident everything's going to be fine. But yeah, dude, you're saying too much.
Yeah, it's like, it makes me feel like we're going to be on the freeway. Like, he's like, we're going to be flying lower than, okay, well, what does this mean?
Yes. And to say, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine. And the pause too.
Yeah.
He's like,
hold on a second.
Yeah. Worst case scenario is, hang on a minute.
And then he comes back with, anyway.
Yes, and then he comes back with anyway. No. Back to what you were saying.
Right.
What do you mean worst case scenario? Give me the deets. What's going on here? I need to be fully informed.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I messed up. I tried to do it and I couldn't.
Oh, man.
No, I'm going to choke.
Can I take over?
Uh-huh.
What are we doing?
Story time with Kelly.
Story time with Kelly. Not so breaking news.
Guess what?
What?
You know, I'm binge watching Nurse Jackie. I was so in my head about it. I couldn't sleep the other night, so yesterday I had to take the day off. So I did not watch a single episode yesterday. That show is so stressful, it gets in my head. Like, it stresses me out.
Really? It's that stressful of a show?
Oh, it's so good, though. I'll go back at it today, though. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Right.
Sip of water, good to go. Here's one for you. Very unfortunate story, as a woman in Texas will most likely be spending some time in jail, as she was in a car accident, well, a pedestrian versus car, and she was the one driving. Christina Chambers, 34 years old, is set to begin trial on Friday on manslaughter charges in connection with an April 2023 crash that killed 33-year-old Joseph McCullen as he and his date were leaving a Voodoo Donut shop in Houston. It was their first date.
Oh.
And he gets hit by a car.
Dang.
And unfortunately passed away. Christina Chambers, although being charged with manslaughter, is trying to defend herself. Her and her attorney, you know, I don't know what the legality is behind this, but her designer heel got stuck on the accelerator. Like the foot got stuck in the floorboard, got stuck underneath. Her foot is on the gas pedal. And yes, very unfortunate situation that gas pedal was stuck because of her designer heel in her Porsche. Very, very sad instance.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with the fact that her blood alcohol level was .301.
Oh, wow.
I thought that designer heel thing was specifically created by an attorney. That's what it sounded like to me.
Had nothing to do with the fact that she was going 70 and a 35, or the fact that she had a big bag of cocaine in her purse.
My God.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Enjoy prison.
Apparently she is some, Texas, one of those wealthy Texas housewives.
Oh, jeez.
And so, yeah, her designer.
But she's not
Louis
one of
Vuitton.
those. There's not a Real Housewives.
No, she's not one of those. If they had a Texas version, she would be one of them. But, yeah, so it looks like she's going to be spending some time in jail.
And is that guy the one that got away?
What's that?
That guy the one that got away?
Being their first date. Yeah, you could absolutely look at it that way. We have got a flight that was Salt Lake City bound, but it had to return to its starting point in Los Angeles over safety concerns. That is because the entire plane was taken over by a vile smell. In fact, there were a couple of instances of people getting sick based on the smell alone, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. But it absolutely just consumed the metal tube that they were in. They did a little bit of research after the plane was brought back safely to Los Angeles. Everyone was fine. It was not related to sewage. It was not related to any of the in-food, flight, or drink. What had happened was there was an off-duty flight attendant who was catching a ride back to Salt Lake City. And as you know, if that's your job, you don't want to spend all your money eating at airports as the food is expensive. You don't want to eat just airplane snacks. So they tend to bring their lunch. You know, if they're 3-hour flight one way, changeover, 3-hour flight back, you know, that's their work day. So they tend to bring food with them. Well, one of these flight attendants had a protein shake that had spoiled in the container.
Yuck.
And if you've never smelled spoiled protein shake, or if you've ever left a protein shake too long in a shaker, throw the shaker away.
No
there is no getting the smell out of that.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. And once that sits there and that spoils, there's no getting the smell out of that container. So to take over the entire inside, the cabin of an airplane, I can see why a couple people got sick. I can see why they turned around and made an emergency landing. There is no way you're making it from L.A. to Salt Lake City with that smell throughout the entire plane.
Man, if we could just figure out the smell in Hilliard. Have you noticed that?
No.
Dude, west of Hilliard, like if you're going outside of Darby Road, west, like you pass the schools, you get out past that area.
Where it's harvest time and where they're probably spreading like manure.
Okay,
and, like,
maybe that's it. Well, because we go online and people are like, they don't know what it is. But I mean, it is horrendous.
It's fertilizer.
It has to be because it smelled like I drove through a mountain of dog crap.
Yep.
And it's only in this one stretch, and then it's gone. And then I came back.
Is it where all the farm fields are?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
but everybody's saying that's not it. It's something different because it's never been this way before. So I don't know.
Extra fertilizer.
It is horrendous, man.
189 passengers deplaned, and we're able to finally catch another flight off to Utah. Just thinking about that smell. Well, it looks like it was delayed from last week to this week, and now it looks like it's delayed from this week till next week. When will we find out the full Sonic Temple schedule? Don't know. Will Kelly's dream come true to hear that song performed live at Sonic Temple? The one band you said off the air yesterday that you would actually stay out, because if they come, there'll be a headliner. Could be a Sunday night headliner.
I would stay. That is the one band that'll keep me there. No kidding.
Show starts at 9, doesn't get over till 10:45.
No kidding. Now ask me day of. All right, let's be honest. But today, it is the one band I'd stay for.
If it's announced.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait and see. But
I know it won't be that, but that's my distant hope.
They're on the road.
Could be.
It's a long shot.
2 headliner spots open Thursday and Sunday, so
give me Rush.
But Goose says you can't have Rush and System of a Down because he needs Foo Fighters.
Do need food? Yes.
I've seen System. I've never seen Rush, so
I would stay for that one too. Yeah. But if you don't care who's going to be there, and you just want to be at Sonic Temple for the entire weekend, we have your chance to win those GA passes. We still have not played the 2 for the Temple this morning. Sometime between now and 10 a.m., when you hear 2 songs back-to-back from a Sonic Temple artist, be caller number 9 when that second song starts at 800-821-9970, and you will get those weekend GA passes for Sonic Temple 2026. It's a Wednesday, which means it's time to jump into Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. And it's kind of funny because we got this email yesterday because right about this time I shared a story with you about something that Nora did that was, eye-opening and just the most comfortable situation her and I have ever been in together as a couple. When you just know, like, you're not going anywhere. I'm comfortable doing pretty much everything in front of you. And she did one of those things, one of those female things right there in front of me. And I don't care. I just thought it was hysterical. It's like, oh, we've reached that point in our relationship.
It probably made you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel comfortable to do just about anything.
I was in tears laughing, and it was all good, no problem. But apparently, it struck a chord with Derek because he emailed us yesterday and said, hey, yesterday I heard you guys talking about gross things your partner does. I've been married 10 months. She's 7 years younger. She's sexy and has a high sex drive, and she has the intelligence and personality to match. Sounds like you struck gold there, Derek. But, he continues, she has no problem whatsoever with farting, belching, and if it was up to her, she used the bathroom with the door open. Okay. To me, women are supposed to smell good and do pretty things, and loud, smelly farts and burps detract from the attraction I have, and I have no wish to see her squatting on the bowl and watching and hearing all the smelling of bodily functions. I know it's a double standard because I fart and farts stink and I belch, but she doesn't care. Guys are known to do gross things, but don't you think women should keep that stuff private? Derek, you started off this email so well. And then I think you just stepped in it.
Yep.
Derek, come on, man. You can't tell me that you think that women's farts all smell like roses. That's just not the case. And if you're in that part of your relationship, like Kelly, you and I have both admitted that even though we're in long-term relationships and it has happened in front of the other person, for the most part, if we have the ability to do so, we'll leave the room before ripping one. Just not going to do that straight up all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Is something that I do have shame about. It really is. In this situation, so if I'm understanding you correctly, you want the ability to be as gross as possible, but you don't want to allow her the same freedom.
Yeah, and when you say allow, yes, he just says it's kind of a turnoff.
It's a turnoff, but he expects her to be turned on by his disgusting habits.
Yeah, well, he said he does it because she doesn't care, because she does it too.
Well, she doesn't care because she feels the freedom to do it as well.
Right,
you're with a confident woman here.
Right.
What you need to do is trade her in for a hot woman who's got a ton of shame. She's saddled, burdened with shame.
Yes, Derek, I'm sorry, but you are setting a double standard. She doesn't care because she understands it's normal everyday life, and that's what people do. So she doesn't care doing it in front of you or when you do it, and you should not care when she does it. Now, I will say, door open while using the bathroom, number one, if it's a number one, no problem. Number two, I'm not pooping with the door open.
Right.
I
don't think most people poop with the door open.
So I feel like, is it a matter of, like, you don't... I don't like this at all. I don't... it's a really weird thing to even ask. I mean, no offense. Hey, I really love you for writing this in, but I'm curious as to why you feel like you can make that demand on her, but not have to rise to those same standards yourself.
And I believe, Kelly, that everyone feels exactly how you do. 800-821-9970. I want to know, is there another guy out there that feels this way? I can burp and fart, but my lovely lady, I don't want her doing that in front of me.
I like to know also if you're in a relationship where you're just free like this. Where both you and your spouse just will do all that stuff in front. I mean, and go to the bathroom.
Even with the door open.
One of you standing at the sink, the other one's going number two.
That's the line in the sand.
Oh,
but there are people like that.
Nope, I don't want any of that.
And the families who will just all walk around naked in front of each other. What is that?
Nope.
I feel like we're getting deep into Dick Rick's psyche here.
It's curious. I'm just interested if people have these relationships.
800-821-9970. What do you have to say to Derek and how he should handle this blitz? Hi, who's this?
This is Travis.
Travis, how are you handling? Is this a double standard, or do you believe that women should be a little more dainty and quaint and smell good?
So maybe 50 years ago they could have been dainty and smell good, but he is creating a double standard. I mean, we're all human beings. We all have buttholes. We all fart. We all poop.
Yep. Preach.
There's nothing he can do about it. Like, I mean, if you want the like you like he said, like she's hot, the sex drive is high. He shouldn't have anything to complain about. So there's tooth on the side.
What are you complaining about?
Exactly. If this is all you got to complain about, dude, let it go. Let it go.
Right. There are bigger issues to worry about. For sure.
Exactly. Let it go.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's perfect.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Kieran.
I'm sorry, who?
Kieran.
Kieran. All right, Kieran. How are you handling this situation? Are you mad at Derek?
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it because I don't do those things in front of my fiance. But my fiance encourages me to.
See? All right, it's funny you say that because we just got a text message from 2644 who said, I've been with my woman for 11 years. She has farted in front of me twice, and both times I yelled out, she is human! Like,
yeah, just because some guys think, well, if I don't see it and I'm not hearing it, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's human.
Absolutely. And I completely agree with you. Yeah, it's one of those things where, yes, you can make a conscious effort not to. I do. It has happened, and we laugh about it, but I don't intentionally do it. If I have the ability to get up and leave, that's it. But I'm also the first person to grab my phone and be like, I'll see you in like 20 minutes.
Right.
Or come back and be like, oh, that's why my pants didn't fit, you know.
Yeah.
So, and Nora does the same thing, but I definitely make a point. Like hotel rooms. God forbid there's the hotel room where the bathroom is like right there, and there's no fan, there's no noise.
That's most hotel
there's no noise.
Yeah.
I'm cranking up the music. You don't need to hear the demolition that's about to happen. The people in the next room thought they were remodeling. So, you don't need to hear that. If I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. Anyways, thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it. Oh, we got one more?
Sure.
All right, Blitz, hi, who's this?
Russ.
Russ, all right, Russ. What do you think about Derek saying that, look, I burp and I fart, but does she have to do it in front of me?
She needs to just go ahead and do it. Don't worry about it. I was married for 50 years before my wife passed away about a year and a half ago. And the last 5 years, she was that way about not farting and burping in front of me and all that.
Uh-huh.
It got to be where we just had to have it be a joke because she couldn't control it anymore.
Oh, God love you.
It's just part of life that I never cared about one way or the other. Because I wasn't holding it back for anybody.
Right.
Good man.
Yeah. I tell you what, the scariest moment that I can picture in my future, which I'm sure at some point will happen, is when Nora has to take me for my colonoscopy. And then do the waiting afterwards. Yeah. When they won't let you leave until you're just ripping them left and right.
Yep.
I might call Scott or one of my other friends to take me. Like, you don't need to be there for that.
We were both there for each other for that.
Were you?
Yeah.
What, Russ?
At first she got so embarrassed. We'd be walking through the grocery store, and she'd just start letting it loose. You couldn't hold it back. And I'm in hysterics.
Yeah.
She's creating a rhythm. You start to sing. It's like a Cotton Eye Joe situation.
Turns into Queen, We Will Rock You.
You look at this woman who's got some miles on her, and you think, oh, she's not going to do that. And it's just coming on itself.
I love that you just said you looked at this woman and she's got some miles on her. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Good talk, Russ.
That's great.
Wednesday.
That's a man with some wisdom there, okay?
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Former Today Show host Bryant Gumbel's in the hospital after suffering some kind of medical emergency. He was taken in for care, although it's unclear what exactly happened to him. But apparently he was taken by ambulance from his home in New York City. I don't know. Have you heard any update on that, Bryant Gumbel?
I have not.
Didn't know he was in the hospital.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. You know how TMZ loves to chase an ambulance, so they had that one yesterday. Right. A new poll finds nearly 1 out of 10 preschoolers rarely plays outside. Researchers say playing outside obviously can improve children's mental and physical health, but apparently, I guess just 10%? Yeah, 10% of children don't ever go outside, preschoolers. They're not out there playing around. That's really weird.
I guess at preschool, you have to look at, the parent schedule or how much parent time they're putting in. Because you're not just sending your preschooler outside by themselves.
No, but even if they're in daycare, isn't there a playground or something?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You get a little fresh air. The study was done by the University of Michigan Children's Hospital, and it basically is saying how much parents are overprotecting their kids now. They say nearly 50% of parents hold their child's hand or sit right next to them when their child is trying a new physical challenge. Jeez. Like they don't want to let them fail at all in a physical challenge. And the poll co-director says that parents who allow a little more independence often see their child's confidence flourish.
Of course.
So anyway, a few little blurbs from the world of streaming this morning. For the third time in 3 years, HBO Max is raising its prices. Do you remember Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yeah.
I just saw that it's on Netflix, and I was like, I have to go watch that. I haven't seen it in forever. I got to go back and watch it again.
There's a scene in the beginning where Steve Martin's trying to get a cab, and he's sort of fighting another businessman for the cab, and Steve Martin's like, I'll pay you $50 if you let me have this. And he goes, well, a man who will pay $50 surely will pay $75 for a cab. Kept trying to up the price. This is what HBO Max is doing to us. If you'll pay, $20 a month for premium service, surely you'll pay $22.
This is what everybody's doing to us.
I think this is one of the services, as I look at the ones we own, that I might cancel.
There's a limited selection on HBO that I'm at all interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see that new Tim Robinson one.
Yeah. I'll bring it back for The Pit Season 2 for sure.
Yes.
But over the next few months, why not save $50 or $60?
That's what I did with Apple TV Plus. I'm tell me when Severance comes back for Season 3. I'll get it again.
Because there are not... Apple is very limited on what's there.
Well, that's the thing. There's only 1 or 2 shows per service I want to watch, but I really want to watch them. So.
I feel like Netflix is just endless. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I still want to see. But do you think that this is the problem, that so many people now are just getting the service for a couple months, watching everything there is, and then getting rid of it until there's a bunch more to watch?
Could be.
So now they're losing money, so now they got to raise the prices. And
that could be.
Yeah. Okay, Warner Brothers Discovery just put itself up for sale. I guess Paramount, unsolicited, came in with a bid to buy the company, and the company's like, no, the bid's too low, but actually, why don't we sell? So the company is planning to sell in some form, either splitting up and selling or selling as a whole. Warner Brothers Discovery has CNN, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, Discovery Channel, HGTV, Food Network, and TLC. And last but not least, Netflix has secured the global rights to Catan and is now developing multiple projects based on the board game. They are planning on movies, both scripted and unscripted TV. They're planning on live action, and they're planning on animation. They are planning to harvest Settlers of Catan for everything it's worth.
Why?
I don't know. It's my favorite game.
Yeah, but make one good show.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. And let's see how it goes. What the heck?
Okay, well, what about Walking Dead? It's like they've got 50 versions now, and there are people who are into every single version.
I'm one of them.
The Law and Orders or the 911s.
Well, the Walking Dead universe. I'm here for all of it. I'll keep watching, keep doing spinoffs. I'll keep watching them. But I don't know how you can't do that much with the game of Catan. I mean, unless you're settling in different parts of the world or what, I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
Neither one of you have ever played, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I know of it. I mean, it's been around forever. I know a lot of people are into
phenomenal,
it.
But I don't know how they're going to do all this.
All right, those are your three things.
All right, what's something that was normal 30 years ago, but is kind of a luxury now? Someone put that question out on the internet, and people had some opinions. Like this one I didn't really think about. Owning the software you purchased.
Yeah, really.
Like you used to go to the store, buy the program, upload it to your computer, it was yours. Now everything is so web-based, you pay like a monthly fee for it to stay on your website or on your laptop or computer.
You never own the game, just a license to play for a year.
Yes. Good quality fabric in clothing. And similarly. Yeah, there we go. Household products that don't break within the first few years of use. Like, I saw someone talking about the fact that, you know, how those fridges that you used to have in your garage that were handed down from your parents still work in the garage.
I believe they make them this way on purpose.
The one inside your house, gone after 6-7 years.
So you have to buy another one. Same with cars.
Things that were normal 30 years ago but are a luxury now. Leg room on an airplane. Man, if they back those seats up anymore, 6'2" and barely fit in an airline seats. Let's see. Someone said privacy. Like letting loose with your good friends and not having to worry about being recorded and popping up on social media.
That's a good one.
Yep. Something that was normal 30 years ago, a luxury now, calling a company and getting a person on the other end. And then finally, someone said things that were normal 30 years ago but are a luxury now. Ads only being on TV, newspaper, or radio.
Where else would they be?
Now, that's true. They didn't have
the internet.
The ability to reach out like they do now with
phone.
All the other different places you can get ads, for sure. But do they need ads everywhere? Like, come on. You don't need all that. That's a lot.
Kelly loves it, though. Likes being targeted.
Well, the targeted ads, I can see that. If they know what they know, if they know, or I'm getting ads from, that is something I'm interested in. Yeah, I'm less mad than seeing.
Right.
Or you know what drives me nuts is if you're watching a video or especially this happens during streaming a lot. If you're watching a movie on Amazon, you don't have the premium version with no ads. They'll play a 15-second like insurance commercial or something, and then repeat it like 3 times to take up the 45 seconds.
Right.
And you're like,
come
on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
You don't need to do all that. That's just filler. That's because you didn't sell those spots and you're trying to fill the time. You don't need to repeat it 3 times. If you've got one, 800-821-9970. Feel free to shoot us a text on something that was normal 30 years ago, but a luxury now.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yep, let's learn you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Like, did you know there was a Gene Autry Western in 1935 called The Phantom Empire, where a singing cowboy discovers an underground high-tech civilization with robots under his ranch.
That sounds interesting.
I really want to see this. A Western from 1935. I want to know what they thought.
Yeah.
Robots and a high-tech civilization would look like.
And how did they make it look like whatever it looks like?
Yeah, because, special effects were not anything back then.
Can they do can they get the color? Can they get the color in that for us? That'd be at least nice to have that.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
Why? They color everything else.
Speaking of movies, Gone with the Wind hit theaters on December 15th, 1939, exactly 4 months after The Wizard of Oz, which premiered on August 15th, 1939. It was a good year for movies. The word for one piece of ravioli is raviolo.
Okay.
I'm going to have a raviolo.
Who the hell would eat just
who
a
just
ravioli?
Eat one? Yeah. Can you make like one giant ravioli? Yes, this is.
It might be better.
Raviolo.
It's one big one packed full of good stuff.
That would almost be like a soft calzone.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. A calzone. Yeah.
Stan Lee. I did know this fun fact. Stan Lee originally planned on the Incredible Hulk being gray, but because of issues with ink colors and printing, he changed him to green.
That makes sense.
But they did eventually. There was a gray Hulk eventually.
Oh.
in the comic book.
Yeah, I seem to recall that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And finally, Judas Priest. If you're a fan, you may know about the album British Steel. Well, they recorded British Steel at a home then owned by Ringo Starr, of course, of Beatles fame. For the sounds of marching feet in the song Metal Gods, they used a tray of cutlery from Ringo's kitchen. And for shattering glass effects in the song Breaking the Law, they smashed milk bottles that a milkman had brought Ringo.
Okay.
So they were just tearing apart his house while recording in his house.
Yeah, I mean, you had to to make sound effects, you had to make the sound effects.
Had to do something creative, yeah. There you go, learning some stuff on a Wednesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.